Hello, Victory Church folk. Pastor Mitch here. Just want to bring some encouragement to you. You know, we're starting a new small group season this month, and I was reading some excerpts from a book here. I could, I might, I can, I should, I will by Thom Rainer. I think he's associated with Lifeway Stores, but I read an excerpt here from a chapter, I Will Grow Together with Others, that was insightful about what small groups can do in a local church and what they can do to benefit and impact our personal lives. And listen to some of these quotes. Now, he's saying this, not me. But listen to his advice for all of us. And this again is from the chapter I Will Grow Together, page 38. Now I'm going to make some pretty bold statements about groups, he says. The church and you, don't be offended, just hear me out. If you are not in a group, you're not really committed to your church. If you're not in a group, you are at best a marginal church member. If you're not in a group, the likelihood of your dropping out from your church is high. Then he goes on to say, if you're not in a group, you could be a Christian sluggard. That means you may be an incredibly lazy and uncommitted Christian. I didn't say that, he did. He goes on to say, page 39, listen, it means you're unwilling to grow spiritually together and with other Christians. And if you think Long Ranger Christianity is acceptable to God, you need to read the New Testament again. It's time for millions of church members to connect relationally by getting involved in a group. Then he goes on to say why groups matter. This is pages 42 through 44. The health of the church is directly tied to the health of groups in the church. If you're not in a small group or some other type of group, you're not contributing to the health of the church. Indeed, you're not doing all you should be doing for your own spiritual health. Though we grow spiritually in our own personal devotional time, we also grow in community with others. A healthy church will inevitably have a large percentage of its worship attendance in groups. Number two, groups in a large church help close the back door. Someone who's in a small group is 5 times more likely to remain active in the church than someone who is only attending worship services. Listen to that. Think of the implications of this statistic, he goes on to say. That person in a small group is 5 times more likely to be in ministry, 5 times more likely to share their faith, 5 times more likely to have a deeper knowledge of the Bible, 5 times more likely to hear the gospel. I just have an encouragement to you here to be involved in our small groups. You know, if you're a volunteer, we want those volunteer ministries, our dream team, to be small groups. And I also encourage you deeply. Don't just come to church on Sundays and Wednesdays and hear me preach. You know, I love to preach, and the preaching's worthwhile, but we need to be involved in each other's lives. Join a small group today. You'll be glad you did. You'll be a stronger believer, and God will use you to minister life to others.